If you are still placing your doormat like this, then do not wonder why your family has stayed stuck in hardship for generations, working endlessly but never quite getting ahead. I know it might sound superstitious at first, but believe it or not, the way you place that small mat in front of your door actually ties into some surprisingly deep feng shui principles, ones that most of us break without even realizing it. In feng shui, the main entrance is known as the mouth of energy. It is the gateway through which fortune, blessings, and good vibes enter your home. That means anything you place right at your front door directly affects the flow of energy coming in. A doormat placed in the wrong spot with the wrong color or shape can do more than just block positive energy. It can disrupt the harmony of your home, drain your finances, and bring misfortune to your family members. The scary part is that so many people make these exact mistakes every single day, completely unaware, thinking it is just a small detail. Today, we are going to uncover the hidden truths behind these common feng shui mistakes when it comes to your doormat. More importantly, I will show you exactly how to fix them to activate wealth energy, attract prosperity into your life, and quietly remove the bad luck that may be following you around. Before we dive in, leave a comment down below with a positive affirmation, your personal commitment to welcome good things into your life. Something like, I open my doors to abundance every single day, or whatever your heart desires. And of course, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss powerful content like this again. Let's build a space filled with positive energy where we can all grow and thrive together. A lot of us still think of a doormat as nothing more than decoration or something to wipe your feet on, so you do not track dirt inside. But when you look at it through the lens of feng shui, where every object carries energy, the doormat actually becomes one of the most important energy touch points in your home. Ancient feng shui teachings have always emphasized the front door is the mouth of key. In other words, this is where all energy, whether it is good luck, wealth, vitality, or even negative energy, comes in and flows throughout your living space. Anything placed at the front entrance, no matter how small or simple, whether it is just a physical item or something with symbolic meaning, acts as a kind of energy filter. It can either help energy move freely or block it completely. The doormat in front of your main door is the very first thing every person steps on, whether it is a stranger or a loved one. That makes it one of the strongest energy collection points in the house. It interacts with the outside energy while also absorbing energetic imprints from every person who passes through. If the mat is clean, positioned properly, has balanced patterns, and a shape that works well with the space, it can calm, purify, and even welcome good energy into the home. But if it is dirty, torn, crooked, or has conflicting designs, then you are basically putting up an invisible wall, blocking blessings and inviting unwanted energy inside. It may seem like a tiny detail, but your doormat can either be a magnet for prosperity or a quiet source of bad luck, depending entirely on how you place it. This is the spot that greets your home every single day. It is where your luck either walks in or walks away, and that all comes down to your awareness and how much intention you bring into setting up your space. Now, just like I promised, I am going to reveal to you the serious feng shui mistakes that so many people make when placing a doormat at their front door, and why these seemingly harmless errors could quietly be the reason your family has been stuck in struggle for generations. First, placing a messy, crooked, worn out, or torn doormat. Most people have no idea that something as simple as an old, messy doormat sitting in front of the house could be draining their wealth, making their money disappear and keeping luck from ever knocking on their door. But when you understand the core of feng shui, it actually makes perfect sense. It is not superstitious at all. As mentioned earlier, the front door is seen as the mouth of energy of the home. It is the entry point for all the energy coming from the universe. As that energy flows through your main entrance, it directly affects your family's fortune, peace, and prosperity, and the doormat is the very first transfer station that energy passes through. It acts like a filter. It can either preserve the good energy or pollute what is trying to enter. When the mat is torn, faded, dirty, crooked, or carelessly placed, it creates a chaotic energy fueled right at your doorstep. In feng shui terms, this is called scattered energy, which means the positive energy gets dispersed and cannot settle in your home. And when energy is scattered, wealth is scattered too. No matter how hard you work, if the energy cannot stay, money will slip through your fingers, just like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. Not to mention, a torn, rag doormat symbolizes stagnation, poverty, and decline. If you are wondering why success is not coming, why work keeps falling apart, or why your household feels tense and unsettled, sometimes it is that old doormat at your doorway that is sending out negative signals to the universe, pushing luck away before it even gets a chance to arrive. On top of that, the doormat also connects to the element of earth in the 5 elements theory. Earth represents foundation, stability, the ability to generate and hold wealth. A messy, flimsy, or damaged doormat reflects an unstable foundation in the home. It means wealth cannot accumulate, and any money that comes in will be hard to keep. So every time you step across the mat at your front door, you are not just walking over a household item. You are interacting with the energy that enters your life every day. Ask yourself, if every morning you step out onto a dirty, ugly, ripped up mat, how confident and refreshed can you really feel? And when guests arrive and see a messy doormat right at the entrance, do you think they will feel warmth, welcome, and positive vibes? Energy does not speak in words, but it shows up in every little detail. A doormat does not just collect dirt. It can either hold onto your blessings or quietly wash them away. 2. A doormat that is too big or covers the entire entrance. Some people think the bigger the mat, the more luxurious or practical it is. But in feng shui, anything too much creates imbalance, and that becomes a problem, especially at the front door, which is one of the most important energy points of the entire house. If your doormat is oversized and ends up covering the entire base of the door or stretches out too wide, it can unintentionally create a heavy, suffocating feeling at the entryway. Feng Shui calls this blocked energy at the entrance, where good energy struggles to enter freely while negative energy gets trapped inside and starts to build up over time. This kind of imbalance does not just affect your mood. It shows up in real life. You might notice money coming in slowly while expenses seem to keep piling up. Work may face constant setbacks and golden opportunities keep slipping away without explanation. Even family relationships can start to feel tense or emotionally drained, and nobody knows why. A doormat that completely covers the doorway also prevents the natural energy flow from the outside to the inside. This creates a blockage in life force energy, making the homeowner feel unmotivated, stuck in thought and action. For business owners, entrepreneurs, or freelancers, this could mean fewer clients, more expenses, or attracting the wrong kinds of people, those who do not match the energy you actually want to invite in. Feng Shui is all about balance and harmony. Not too little, not too much. A mat that is too small may fail to offer protection, my size or seal. But a mat that is too big can overwhelm the space and block your blessings. The ideal size should be just enough to cover the area right in front of the door, not touching the door itself, not spilling too far inside, and not spreading too much outward. The shape should complement the door. If your door is square, choose a square or rectangular mat. If your door is arched, You can use a gently curved mat as long as it does not fully cover the base of the door. 3. Doormats with aggressive or harmful patterns. Here is something most people never think about: the patterns on your doormat can also impact your home's luck, prosperity, and peace. In feng shui, every symbol, every shape, and every image carries its own energy. Some can activate good fortune, while others can invite negativity. And if your doormat happens to feature harmful or aggressive patterns, then no matter how beautiful your home is or how good you are at business, your wealth will be hard to hold on to. It might even vanish, and you will not know why. Remember, this mat, the one you step on every single day, is the first thing that makes contact with incoming energy. If the design on your mat includes negative, fierce, sharp, distorted, or clashing visuals, then it is like laying down invisible barriers that stop blessings from getting through. Patterns such as skulls, wild animals, fierce dragons or snakes, sharp triangles, chaotic zigzags, or distorted and balanced designs are all considered hostile patterns. These send out unstable energy, disrupt harmony, and can trigger conflict, loss, or tension. Mats with these patterns may push positive energy away and attract the wrong kinds of energy into your home, resulting in financial stress, workplace troubles, or even emotional imbalance. Many people choose mats because they look cool, edgy, or unique without realizing that these trendy designs might actually carry symbols of violence, chaos, or energy drain. There are real cases where families constantly faced bad luck, failed businesses, or constant arguments, and the root cause traced back to the design of the doormat right at their front door. Feng Shui places strong emphasis on the images that surround us because images create emotions. Emotions create energy, and energy shapes our reality. If you are stepping across sharp or threatening visuals every day, your subconscious picks up on that, and it opens the door for unwanted outcomes to manifest. So what kind of doormat is actually good? Choose soft, flowing and balanced patterns. Circular shapes represent completeness and unity. Gentle floral patterns symbolize growth and life. Look for lucky symbols like ancient coins, peaceful clouds, the bog of abundance, or light circles. Even meaningful characters like fortune, wealth, or longevity can enhance the positive energy of your home. And always remember, a proper feng shui mat is not just clean and well-sized. It must also speak the language of prosperity. Do not let poor design choices turn your doormat into a silent guardian that chases fortune away. Because luck and prosperity do not happen by accident. They are created through every conscious choice you make in your daily life. If you are currently using a mat with fierce, sharp, or chaotic designs, try replacing it today. Sometimes even a small change like that can be enough to reopen the flow of abundance and bring peace and lasting growth to your home. 4. A dirty doormat that is not cleaned regularly. There is a small detail in every home that most people completely overlook. Yet, it can have a massive impact on the fortune, wealth, and overall prosperity of the entire household. And that is the doormat at your front door, especially when that mat is constantly dirty, covered in dust, full of grime or mold, and rarely cleaned. It is not just a hygiene issue. It is actually a serious feng shui problem, one that could silently keep the homeowner stuck in poverty generation after generation. The doormat at your doorstep acts as the first layer of filtration. It helps block out negative energy while allowing good energy to enter. But if that mat is dirty, moldy, or piled high with dust and debris, and you neglect to take care of it, then you are essentially allowing bad energy to settle in. And at the same time, you are blocking positive energy from flowing freely into your home. A dirty mat also symbolizes stagnation, mental clutter, and disorder in your thoughts. your lifestyle, and even your finances. Every time you step on that buildup of dirt, you are not just bringing bacteria into your home, you are also dragging in chaotic energy. This can lead to a clouded mind, emotional heaviness, and poor decision-making. Over time, it starts affecting your career, your money, and even your relationships with others. You could be working hard every day giving your all, but if your living space is not clean and energetically open, your money will keep slipping through the cracks and luck will show up at your door only to turn away. In spiritual terms, dust and dirt are not just physical messes. They are believed to be magnets for low vibrations where negative energy lingers. So when you let filthy doormats sit right at the entryway, you are essentially polluting the stream of wealth that wants to flow into your home. There have even been real stories of people changing houses, changing jobs, changing business strategies, and still struggling, still feeling stuck. And when they looked back, they realized the doormat had been sitting there forgotten and filthy for months. The wealth energy was quietly draining away day by day. That is the kind of subtle influence people talk about when they say 3 generations stuck in poverty without even knowing why. That is why cleaning your doormat is not just a housekeeping chore. It is actually a feng shui ritual. It is your way of sending a message to the universe that says, I am ready to welcome in good things, wealth, and peace. They clean, fresh, well-kept mat can even lift your mood and help you attract more positive opportunities into your life. So even if today you do not have time to make a big change, start small. Just wash your doormat. That simple act alone could be enough to reopen the path for prosperity to return and bring an end to the long streak of darkness and struggle that has been lingering in your home. After learning about the common feng shui mistakes people make with their doormats, you might be wondering, so how do I place my doormat the right way? Not only to avoid bad luck, but to actually attract wealth and abundance into my home. Well, let us now explore how to properly place a doormat according to feng shui, and how to turn your doorway into a powerful entry point for prosperity and good energy to flow into your life every single day. First, place the doormat straight and aligned with the edge of the door. It might sound simple, even unimportant, but in reality, this layout carries stable, harmonious energy and has a strong ability to channel and guide the flow of fortune into your home. In feng shui, symmetry and alignment symbolize order, stability, and long-term growth. When the edge of your mat is perfectly parallel to the edge of your door, it creates a welcoming path for energy to flow smoothly into your home. It allows the outside energy to move inward in a clear, focused way without scattering or going off course. This setup not only helps retain wealth energy, but also gives a grounded, confident feel to your space, inviting positivity in both financial and emotional aspects of life. On the other hand, when a mat is placed crooked, angled or uneven, the energy coming in gets scattered and loses direction, just like money slipping through your fingers right after it reaches your hand. Aligning the mat with your doorway is more than just a design choice. It is a symbolic gesture. It shows intention, it shows respect, and it sends a clear message to the universe you are ready and serious about welcoming fortune. This placement also contributes to a sense of cleanliness, order and spatial clarity, all of which are very important in feng shui. Where there is order, luck is more likely to settle. When someone walks into your home and feels the harmony, even from something as small as a perfectly placed doormat, it creates a positive emotional response. This is especially helpful if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, or someone who often welcomes guests. To enhance the effect even more, you can choose a doormat in a color that matches your energy element with soft, auspicious patterns and place it according to your home's facing direction. But above all, The key to lasting fortune lies in proper alignment and symmetry. 2. Use a rectangular or circular doormat. One of the most crucial yet often overlooked factors is the shape of the doormat. It is no coincidence that traditional feng shui always recommends rectangular or circular mats. These are the two shapes known to attract wealth while supporting stability and harmony in the household. Let us start with rectangular mats. These are the most common and practical shapes, symbolizing steadiness, balance, and lasting growth. In feng shui, the rectangle represents the wood element, which is associated with development, vitality, and upward momentum. A neatly placed rectangular mat in front of your door acts as a frame for energy flow, guiding it in a smooth and intentional way. This shape helps retain positive energy, keeps wealth from slipping away, and promotes steady progress in your career or business. On the other hand, circular mats carry a completely different but equally powerful meaning. The circle represents fullness, completeness, harmony, and abundance. In the 5 elements theory, circles belong to the metal element, which governs money, possessions, and accumulated wealth. A round doormat placed at your entrance works like a protective circle that attracts good energy and holds it in. It also helps balance the atmosphere, bringing peace, warmth, and a sense of calm into your living space. Since circles have no corners, they do not create conflict or interrupt energy flow, making them ideal for keeping fortune steady and uninterrupted. Unlike sharp-cornered shapes, such as triangles or polygons, which can cause fragmented, chaotic energy, circular and rectangular shapes support smooth and continuous flow. Edgy or odd-shaped mats may look stylish, but they often disrupt the energetic harmony at your doorstep, and that can interfere with how fortune moves into your home. Feng Shui favors simplicity and flow because that is what nurtures stable and long-term growth. Additionally, the shape of your home influences how people feel when they enter your home. A neat rectangular mat gives a sense of structure and dependability, while a round mat gives off warmth, softness, and comfort. When guests walk into a home where the energy feels balanced and inviting, they naturally bring good feelings, good intentions, and good opportunities. And that kind of energy helps attract supportive people, helpful clients, and lucky breaks. So if you're looking for a simple but powerful way to improve the feng shui of your home, start with the shape of your doormat. Choose a rectangular mat if you are aiming for structure, career growth, and long-term stability. Choose a circular mat if your focus is harmony, peace, and family abundance. 3. Choose a doormat with auspicious symbols. In feng shui, images and symbols are far more than decoration. They are a form of energy language, a way for us to communicate with the universe. And when it comes to your doormat, the very first object that connects with the energy entering your home, the symbols on it carry special meaning. Many people choose mats simply based on appearance or fashion trends, forgetting that the patterns on them might just be the key to unlocking wealth, luck, and abundance for the entire household. Auspicious symbols in true feng shui are those that represent harmony, good fortune, and prosperity. These are powerful images that activate positive energy, attract abundance, and soothe conflicting forces. When used correctly, especially on threshold items like a front doormat, they serve as silent protectors of your home's energy, nourishing the flow of wealth within. For example, ancient coin patterns represent wealth and financial success. When featured on a doormat, they not only bring a sense of luck, but also invite the flow of money into your space. The lotus flower symbolizes purity and peace, making it ideal for creating a common supportive atmosphere that allows your mind to relax and your work to flow smoothly. The image of a car leaping over the dragon gate symbolizes rising above challenges and achieving success. especially meaningful for business owners or anyone striving to grow and evolve. Symbols like fortune, wealth, and longevity, when gently and elegantly incorporated into the design of your mat, become a quiet daily blessing that the homeowner offers to the threshold of their home. These symbols do not need to be flashy or bold, but every time you see them, they serve as a subtle reminder of positivity, spreading good energy throughout your space. Interestingly, auspicious patterns also influence how you feel each day. When you step across a mat that features meaningful symbols, your mood gets a subtle lift. That small shift can change the way you face your day with clarity, confidence, and optimism. And just like a universal law, when you radiate positive energy, the universe responds with opportunities, luck, and smooth progress. So if you are looking for a simple but powerful way to improve the energy of your home, start with the symbols on your doormat. Do not just choose a trendy design. Choose something meaningful, a symbol of what you truly want to invite into your life: wealth, joy, peace, or prosperity. With every step you take across that mat, let it be a message to the universe: I am ready to receive all the good things coming my way. Fourth, place a feng shui coin or agar wood powder underneath the mat. In feng shui, it is often the things we cannot see that carry the most powerful energy. There are ancient secrets passed down quietly among those who truly understand energy that can bring deep and lasting change to your home's vibration. One of the simplest yet most effective methods is this: place a feng shui coin or a pinch of agar wood powder underneath your doormat. It might sound small, even strange, but this technique is a subtle and highly effective way to activate financial energy. The front doormat is the first contact point for all the energy entering your home. It is more than just a place to wipe your shoes. It acts as a filter gate that transforms external energy into nourishing internal flow. When you discreetly place something with strong positive energy beneath it, like a feng shui coin or a small amount of agar wood powder, you are essentially activating an energy hub at the most important energetic gateway of your home. Feng shui coins, especially the traditional round ones with a square hole in the center, represent the union of heaven and earth. They are symbols of financial circulation, money flowing in smoothly and being spent wisely. When placed beneath the mat, they create a wealth energy point, helping to attract and stabilize prosperity as it enters the home. Think of it as planting a wealth seed at your doorstep, where every step presses positive energy deeper into your foundation, strengthening the household's financial base. Agar wood powder, on the other hand, is an incredibly potent spiritual purifier, revered as sacred wood. Agar wood holds the essence of earth and sky. It has the ability to repel negative energy, cleanse stagnant vibes, and welcome in beneficial ki. When you sprinkle a thin layer of agar wood powder under your mat, its gentle aroma is released with each movement. Subtle, almost imperceptible, but enough to shift the energy of your entire space into calm, peace, and clarity. Combining both the feng shui coin and the agar wood creates a powerful balance. You are simultaneously calling in prosperity and protecting your space with pure, clean energy. This technique has long been used by business owners and merchants, passed down through generations with the belief that when your doorway is energetically clean, your mind is clear, your mat is warm, and fortune will arrive without even being invited. Of course, placing these items should be done with care and intention. You do not need to show them off or make a big deal of it. Just do it with sincerity. Choose a good date. Place the coin or the powder gently beneath the center or corners of your mat, spots that do not shift easily, and keep the area clean, tidy, and aligned. This is not just a spiritual practice. It is a sign of how much you respect the energy of the space around you. Your doormat is not just for wiping your shoes or adding to your decor. It is a gateway of transformation, an invisible guard that can either welcome abundance or block your blessings, depending on how you use it. Every day you walk across it, you are stepping through a point of exchange between the universe and your personal life. If that space is clean, balanced, and aligned with good feng shui, then the energy you receive will be brighter, more supportive, and more abundant. And remember, you do not need to start with huge changes to transform your life. Sometimes all it takes is to bend down, straighten your doormat, clean it with care, and add a small touch of intention, and you have already planted a powerful seed for the future. If you are seeking a life of abundance, peace at home, smoother work, and improved finances, do not overlook this small but mighty detail of feng shui. Before we wrap up, leave a comment below with a positive affirmation, a promise to yourself and to the universe. Something like, "I open my doors to abundance and luck every day," or any other good wish that resonates with you. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more helpful content like this. Let us build a community grounded in harmony, joy, and growing prosperity together. A small mat, a big destiny. Start today and let luck knock on your door every single day.